Dear students, we are studying the chapter Why Do We Fall Ill? In this chapter, we have till now studied about the health status of an individual, about diseases, various types of diseases like acute disease, chronic diseases, infectious diseases, and non-infectious diseases. So now we will be studying about infectious diseases in little bit of detail. So first of all, what causes infectious diseases? If any infectious disease occurs, then it is caused by different agents and they are termed to be as a infectious agents. They are also known as pathogens. So what can be these agents? They are the microorganisms. So these include viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans and worms. So let us now quickly with the help of this table understand which infectious agents cause which diseases. So in case of virus, the foremost one is the COVID-19 these days, isn't it? Which the coronavirus which causes COVID-19 disease. Then virus also causes common cold, influenza, measles, mumps, chickenpox, AIDS, hepatitis B, etc. If the infectious agent is bacteria, then cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, tetanus, anthrax, food poisoning can occur. Skin infections is caused by fungi. Protozoans cause malaria, kala azar, amoebic dysentery, sleeping sickness, while worms cause intestinal infections, elephantiasis, etc. So now let us try to understand that how these infectious diseases are spread. As we have already discussed that infectious diseases spread from infected person to healthy person. And this infectious disease can be transmitted through air, water, food, vectors, physical contact and sexual contact. So let us now study that which diseases are spread through which mode of spread. So through air, common cold, tuberculosis, pneumonia can occur. Water infected or waterborne diseases are cholera, amoebic dysentery, etc. And the diseases which are caused with the vectors include malaria, dengue, yellow fever. These are caused by mosquitoes, and flies act as a vector for the diseases typhoid, tuberculosis, diarrhea, dysentery. Here vector means that flies and mosquitoes are acting as a carrier. They are acting as a carrier for these diseases. Okay. Then AIDS and syphilis are the diseases which are caused through the sexual contact. Now AIDS virus can also spread through blood transfusion and from the infected mother to her child during pregnancy and also during the breastfeeding. Now let us study about organ specific and tissue specific manifestations. So the disease causing microbes enter the body by different means. This we have already studied, that it can enter through the air, it can enter through the water, it can enter through sexual contact. Okay. So let us now study that where does these microbes go after entering into our body. What is their path? So the microbes which enters into our body through the nose are most likely to go into our lungs, and there they cause tuberculosis of the lungs. They can cause tuberculosis of the lungs. The microbes which enter into our body through the mouth, they mainly remain in our gut area, in the stomach area, okay, in the intestinal area. So in the gut they can cause typhoid, or if the microbe has entered into the liver, it can lead to jaundice. The virus which causes AIDS enters our body through sexual organs during sexual contact and spreads through the lymph to all parts of the body, and it damages the immune system. The AIDS makes our body less immune. The immunity of our body decreases very rapidly if a person is suffering from AIDS. Now the virus which causes Japanese encephalitis, and it is also known as brain fever, enters the body through the mosquito bite. So the vector here is the mosquito for the transfer of the virus, and then the virus goes into our brain, and the brain gets infected, leading to the Japanese encephalitis or brain fever. So students, we will stop here for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you very much.